we're on tour at the moment. We're all over the country. It's been quite the laxative, I'll be honest with you. We're going further afield than ever, and we've got over 100,000 followers online now, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, wow. And if you are one of them 100,000 followers, I can only thank you from the bottom of my heart for your support. And if you want to follow me online, you can, right? But if you do choose to follow me online, don't go over the top. I are your mate. I don't want to see your dog, or your dinner, or your none of the D's.
Hello and thanks for tuning in to our brand new comedy podcast. It's a Funny Beeseness with me, your host Wayne Bees. So, how does it work? Well, we filmed 2 shows over the course of one day at the amazing Fits of Laughter Comedy Club in Stourbridge in the West Midlands in front of 2 completely different studio audiences. We have a comedian on as a guest for each episode, and in the first section they perform an extended stand-up set. We have a break, and then in the second section I join them on stage for a Q&A and a chat about their life. The audience get the chance to ask questions as well, and then we edit it all into a great little package that you are watching or listening to today. So thank you for your support and enjoy. Cheers.
You all right?
Nah.
We've not seen each other, have we, very much recently?
Sick of the sight, everyone.
Yeah, I'm me. Yeah, I don't know how this is going to go. No, it's great to have you on, and the reason we've got you on is because there's obviously been a massive success story in the last 12 months where you've kind of absolutely rocketed. But tell us a bit about before. What were you doing? You were a musician, weren't you, before you went into stand-up?
Yeah, I wrote a song about Wednesbury one morning, and I just woke up. I had a terrible hangover, and I looked out the window, and I did it to make my dad laugh originally, and I just sent it to my old man, and he said, "You want to put that on the YouTube?" And I did, and it went down better than anything I'd ever done before. So he said, "Son," he says, "you want to do some more of this comedy stuff? Because no one likes your other stuff, you know." So I did, and he was right. So
yeah.
Yeah.
So the Wednesbury song was the first one.
The Wednesbury song was the first one. Yeah.
And then what happened after you started writing black country songs?
Yeah, I did. Then I did. How can I tell her it's over when I still got my Xbox at her house?
Was that a true story? Or?
That was a true story. And that went down well. And I was doing like covers in pubs. See, I never meant to do like comedy really. I was doing covers, and then I wrote these silly songs, and I started slipping them in between the Oasis I was doing in the pubs on a Sunday afternoon, and people were laughing at them and asking me to do them again, and it more evolved, and it weren't a conscious decision that I was going to do funny stuff. It just people liked it better when I was pissing about. So.
So were you in bands before that? So
punk bands and rock bands and stuff. Nothing good.
I'm sure it was better than you're putting across. But you went all over the world, didn't you? You're playing it down, but you've been all over the world, haven't you? Playing music.
America. Yeah. And that was, I can't remember much about it. I can't tell
you
much about it, but it was good fun.
Yeah.
But we didn't make no money, and but I was about 23, 24 or something. So yeah.
Fantastic. And then
time ago.
Yeah. And then we've been, so I say you were doing really well for a long period of time, and then last year goes a bit mad, doesn't it?
Well, you got involved.
Well, I was hoping he'd say that. Hang on, where's the tenor? It's
seriously, like I'd just landed a TUI gig, and I was doing the hotels abroad, and they were flying me around, and like I was getting good money, and I was just playing to Brits abroad, and I was doing. The idea was not to be remembered, because if you're going to be remembered, it's probably because you'd upset someone. So it was just about keeping it nice and mild, and just entertain them for half hour, and then get out with the money. And that was, and I thought, this will do me now. I can put my feet. I'll get a couple of days on the beach, and this will be. I can do this. This is happy. I've got to a level where I'm a successful act as far as I'm concerned, because I could pay my bills, and I was travelling, and it was great. And then you turned up, and then. Yeah.
He's making it sound like it's a fucking bad thing. Yeah, I mean,
he works me harder than Elvis fucking Presley, let me tell you. He's like me, Colonel Tom Parker. But no, I think because when you took over and you started doing the social media and the TikTok and all that stuff that I've never really been asked with before, and then within a month, I remember you phoning me and going, "Have you seen the numbers on this?" And I thought, shit. I've got to stop travelling now.
Well, it was the video that really took off was and you did it in the first section, was the Black Country accent, people speaking in letters rather than words. And the bizarre thing about social media, I think I've told you this, but that's done about 2 to 2.5 million views now since last September. But the bizarre thing that triggered it and really made it fly was nothing about people saying, this is really funny, like, this is great, it was about people arguing about where the boundaries of the Black Country are online. Honestly, genuinely.
It's true.
Because on the first video we put out, and you've changed it now, I think, as a result of it, but on the first video we put out, he says, pass a guy on his phone in Wolverhampton and he'll say. So we had a comment come and go, Wolverhampton are in the Black Country. And then I checked my phone about an hour later, and we got about 300 comments just from people quoting maps and websites and boundaries and fucking nothing to do with the clip. But then it just fucking went. So that's the bizarre world of social media.
And the Black Country accent's the best accent in the world, eh? Yeah. Best accent in the only accent in the country that can make good news sound like bad news. Like, we've won the lottery. And if you ain't from the Black Country, you might be mistaken into thinking we speak in letters rather than words. Have you noticed that? Pass a bloke on his phone in Dudley, he'll go, oh! Hey? Why? Hey, Hey, Oh, you aye. Oh, okay. And that's a full conversation done from start to finish.
Within a week, I think we did 2,000 tickets, didn't we, for the Armageddon originally? Yeah. And we'd sold about 1,000, and then the other 1,000 went in 4 days after that clip. So it just went a little bit crazy. But give us an idea of how you get recognised a lot now, don't you?
Yeah.
You tell them about the one.
Up Mary Hill.
We was in a curry house last night after the Briley Hill gig, and somebody with the table over by us got him on the phone, just like.
The best was I was in the gym last week. I've joined a new gym, and they've got a little coffee area and a bar like separate to everything else. And I'm sat there having a coffee, and I turn, there's a bloke in a swimming pool with his speedos on, and he's got his phone. And he goes, "Is that you?" And I went, yeah. And he went, can I have a photo? And I went, yeah, if you want. Not with him, through the glass. So it's weird, but it's nice.
Is it a daily basis now you're getting recognised?
Not really.
No.
Not really.
No.
But it's nice though. It's a nice thing to happen.
Another thing that you've had is the women like you, don't they, as well? The women.
Very strange women like me.
Yeah.
No one's saying.
Oh, remember about that bloke? Do you remember that bloke who liked you?
He did. Like me. Yeah.
We had this fat American bloke, didn't we? He just kept saying hi, sexy, and that was all he was putting. Every day for about a week.
I shouldn't have answered him really.
No.
Prick tease out.
Yeah. But we have that clip we put out about the bit about being single again. Yeah. So we put that out 2 or 3 times, and every time I put that out, I'll get about 20 women. You can take me out on a date if you want, Johnny. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. And he loves it as well, really. He's pretending he doesn't. But
I'm recently single again now, ladies and gentlemen. Well, ladies mainly. I'm no good at it. I honestly, daft reason we broke up this time. I feel like I can share it with you. Stupid reason to break up, right? I like sleeping with the telly on and the door open, right? And they like sleeping with a rugby player called Chris. Caught him at it on the kitchen table. Very impressive legs. Because most tables would have buckled under that sort of pressure, do you know what I mean?
But yeah, it's been a great journey. It's great to see it, to be honest. It's just because obviously you've come through. So you talk a lot about and I hope you don't mind me bringing up about the drinking and the problems that you had in that regard.
Yeah, don't do that no more.
Yeah.
No.
So how long's it been? You say on the tour, don't you?
Yeah, today is 3 years, 9 months, and 28 days. Yeah, it had to go. It had to go. Because when I started, it was Dutch courage to get me on stage, and I was enjoying my nights out, and then it just snowballed, and everywhere I went, it was a free bar, and so if you're gigging 3 or 4 nights a week and you're drinking 3 or 4 nights a week, it just catches up with you after a bit, and it got to the point where I just wasn't enjoying it no more, and I was forcing it, and I was drinking more and more, thinking that, just trying to enjoy. And remember that gig I did that song twice.
Yeah.
I drank a whole bottle of JD honey liqueur before going on stage, and
that was at Briley.
that was with Joe License,
yeah.
and I was rude to him as well. I said something. Never mind.
Yeah.
No, I've apologised since it's done. But yeah, those days they were just carnage.
Yeah.
Carnage.
But that gig, in all fairness, some of you might have been at it. It was probably in 2016, but it was Jonny opened, Mark Watson did the middle, massive TV comment, Joe Lycett closed it, and everyone went away talking about him. So it was probably at that stage where I thought, this guy's got something, but he'd just drunk a bottle of JD, so I was like, fuck that, I ain't getting involved. So, but yeah, it was. So, you drinking on it? You say you're drinking at gigs and stuff. Were you drinking at home as well?
Yeah.
So, what? Give us an idea of a daily basis.
I used to work on Black Country Radio, so I used to give myself the excuse that I was performing, so I needed some Dutch courage. So I just start in the morning.
Before the radio.
Yeah. Yeah. I used to drink vodka and orange for breakfast. And then I just fucked the orange off after a bit.
Unnecessary.
Well, sometimes it wore there, and I saw I just did it neat, and I thought, I don't really need that. So, and I'd do the show, and I'd be happy enough, and then I'd come home and I'd have a drink, go to the offie on the way home, and have a drink at lunchtime, and then have a sleep in the afternoon, wake up at 6 and drink myself to sleep again.
Start again.
It's a crap way to live, honestly.
Yeah.
And then the one day I woke up and I was being bad, man. I was like throwing up and had hangover, and I just caught a look at myself in the mirror, and I looked fucking terrible. And it was then I just thought enough. And I knew I was serious about it because it was a Tuesday morning. Who gives up anything on a Tuesday? You know what I mean? It's always a Monday. It's a Monday morning. And so now once I made the decision, it had to go. It was difficult, but it was because I'd made the conscious decision that I didn't want to drink no more. It was a beautiful thing. Went to AA, got a bit of support, and
Yeah. Tell them about the story at AA last Christmas. You told me the other week about the.
Fuck you. So I was just telling Wayne, it was one of the funniest experiences I've ever been a part of. Was when I was at AA at Christmas time, and someone brought some mince pies in that had alcohol in them. And we was all sitting around waiting to do, tell our stories and whatnot. And you just heard from the kitchen, "What the fuck are these?" And it was serious. Like there was nearly a punch up over these mince pies, man. But I just sat there giggling away. It was just one of the funniest things.
Do you go there, Reg? Do you still go there?
No, I don't go so much no more. Sometimes I'll go, but just more to give other people a bit of support and show them that there's a bit of hope, because I remember when I was there, it's a scary thing, man. You know what I mean? So if I do go, it'll normally just to say, look, it'll be okay, and just stick with it, sort of thing.
It's nice for you to support other people. And
it's part of your recovery, like it's part. Like we do a 12-step program, and your 12th step is to help somebody else.
Yeah, it deserves a round of applause, I think, and hopefully it'll continue to support your story, getting it out there.
I hope so. And the other thing, the reason why I bang the drum about it so much is because I'm a sneaky bastard, and if no one's watching me, I'd probably cheat. You know what I mean? But if I put a spotlight on me, I know everyone's waiting for me to fall off the wagon, so I won't. So it helps me out.
Ever had any times where you've wobbled, or?
Not really.
No.
I mean, the one thing you can't replace is that rah factor when you're pissed.
Yeah.
And sometimes I think to myself, just one more time, just to get hammered with my mates and have a Larry one, it'd be great. But I know where it'll take me, and it's all worth it. So.
Yeah, absolutely. So a massive part of the act, and something that shines out to everybody, is how proud you are of the Black Country.
Yeah.
So you're from Wednesbury.
Yeah.
There's one person in from Wednesbury.
Friar Park. You can give me a lift home if you want.
It's how Chris is it from church now. We had a good experience there with Chris at church.
Yeah, never going back there.
No, we're going back to. We did the first show of this tour was at Churchill's in Wednesbury, because I wanted him to have a Wednesbury gig, and Churchill's was the only place. But
Never again.
20 past. The show was meant to start at 8. At 8:30, the bar was still going round the corner, wasn't it? So I tried to block the bar queue off, and he didn't like that at all. So, how dare you fucking close my bar? And I was carrying my I came into the dressing room at half time, and he was in there with Jonny, telling him off about me.
Who's that bastard with the camera? Oh yeah, having it, Jonny. It's my gaff. I'm telling you now, I'll stop the bar when I stop the bar. And I'm like, I don't give a shit, like, it's nothing to do with me. And then just as Wayne's come walking in as he's complaining about Wayne, and he's gone, here he is with his fucking camera. And it was just aggro for no need, really.
And he's only about this big.
Yeah.
So he was on a step, and he was still the same size as you when I walked in. So they say that to me, here he is with his fucking camera every single fucking show now. But that's, if anyone's wondering, because we do get comments going, why don't you do Wednesbury anymore? That's why. Blame Chris at Churchill's, and this is on camera, so you can fuck off, Chris. And you still owe me £28, you cunt. He does. He does. He still owes me £28. I've just remembered. Hope you're enjoying the episode so far. I just wanted to take a quick break just to let you know that we've launched a Patreon for the podcast. For just £5 a month, you can get early access to all the episodes 7 days before they're released. You'll also get access to the full unedited versions of the episode, so you'll get the warm-up at the start from me, you'll get the full stand-up set from the comedian, and you'll get the whole conversation in full, unedited. So 2 new episodes per month, up to 4 hours of footage. You'll also be able to submit questions that we can ask on stage, so it's a really great deal. Just £5 a month. If you do want to subscribe, that's available on patreon.com/funnybeepod. That's patreon.com/funnybeepod. Cheers, thanks. But it's been great so we've done loads of shows in and around the Black Country, and it's great for me as the promotion of the tour manager to see the warmth that you get back from the people. So you're obviously proud Black Country, but there's so many other people out there who are as well. And do you think you've tapped into, you've obviously got the flag and everything on Black Country Day, you've become the face of it, I guess. And
yeah, I don't think it was a conscious thing, really. It was just everyone kept saying, it's that Black Country thing, so I kind of embraced it. But I don't just bang on about grey peas and bacon for an hour.
Yeah.
Like, I'll talk about, relationships and kids and parents and the stuff all the other comics talk about. I've just got a slightly different accent, so people label you with it, but I'm very proud to be labelled with it. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
It's a lovely little story and it's happened to me. I saw her eating chicken down at KFC. I was there just enjoying a bucket. When I seen her bend over, I was tempted to ask for a number. I was ready for the drawing a blank. I was sat imagining her having a wonderful time. Taking down a West Bromwich clubbing. We can get legless or laughing and hugging. I was blind, but now I see. Oh yeah, young, but I'm dumb and I'm scared, but I dare to believe. Yeah, could be just the wench for me. I found love in the Black Country. Staring at at the window, she was watching the cars. I wonder if it'd let me take her straight up the aisle, and then we'd be there in the sun honeymooning. Am I moving too fast? I'd be happy with spooning. If there she might be thinking you need somebody posh, but just jump in my car and give me a quick run through of what you're looking when you look for a man. I'll bend over backwards to the best that I can. And I was blind but now I see. I am young but I'm dumb and I'm scared, but I dare to believe I could be just the wench for me. I found love in the black country. And my last relationship was a bit like all them roadworks on Bantry Island. It was pissing worth it. And if I'd ever let you go, it'll break me, but nah, I just don't know. I got a couple of jokes that'll have you in fits. All I ask of you is that I play with your feelings. I know that if I try, I could make you dead happy. I know you're my type, too much make up and trappy. You make it on a cocky, but I've only one wish. I'm sure I've seen her face before on Plenty of Fish. So I know that you man, I pretend to be single. Don't really care just as long as we mingle. And I was blind, but now I see. Oh yeah, young, but I'm dumb and I'm scared, but I dare to believe I could be just the wench for me. I found love in the black country. And I was blind but now I see. Oh yeah, young but I'm dumb and I'm scared, but I dare. I could be just the wench for me. I found love in the black country. Find love in the black country. So very much. So very much.
And we've had to, the challenge we've had in it is we've had to go to places like Brighton and Bath we were last week, and he was shitting himself about Brighton, just like properly. But standing ovation from the whole room.
I couldn't believe how well it went down in Brighton. Like, because I was absolutely bricking it. Because I spent a bit of time in Brighton, and it's a bit woke down there, innit? They're very, progressive, and because my stuff's very steak and chips kind of humour, I just thought they're going to hate me here, and they didn't.
Yeah, fantastic.
And I was really surprised by it, but that's not done me any favours really, because you're going to get us going to the arse end of fucking everywhere now.
We can't go any further than Brighton unless we end up in France.
If it works in Brighton, it'll work anywhere. Oh shit.
We're in London next week, next Monday at the Comedy Store. Yeah. So, but yeah, it's been, because from my point of view, I always thought it would travel, and you were more doubting, weren't you? I think in terms of, because you haven't really done the circuit, have you? Like we had Scott on this afternoon, who's somebody who's been doing the circuit and gone through. But you took a bit of a different route, didn't you, into it?
Because I never really wanted to do it. I developed it for the pub gigs I was doing. So it was just to make the drinkers laugh in the pubs I was already gigging in, doing the covers and that. So the comedy circuit had never really crossed my mind. And then I tried to get into it, no one would give me a gig. So I thought, fuck yeah, and I just carried on doing the pubs. And then I started getting like corporate work, like after dinner stuff, like the ex-sportsmen, and when they wheel out an old boxer and he tells his war stories, and then I'll do 20 minutes at the end. And so I went straight on to doing that. And kind of cut out all that comedy club stuff. Yeah. And I'm quite happy with it, really, because it's a bit clicky and that, innit?
It can be, yeah.
It is, it's an horrible scene. Yeah. They're all small to your faces, all these comics, right? But they're cool fucking
Don't forget we're on camera, eh?
I don't care. No, it's true. I did the Glee Club in the early days, right? This is a true story. I did a Glee Club, and it's the only time I'd ever gone and done it as a slot. And I was a new face, and everyone was lovely to me when I turned up. Absolutely lovely. They couldn't do enough for me. It was coffees, it was this, that, and the other. And then I went on, and I smashed it, and I come off stage, and no fucker talked to me for the rest of the night. And it was really kind of like cold. Yeah. And I thought, well, fuck this then. I'll go back to the pub.
So you did?
So I did.
But then twice you filled the main room at the Glee now.
Yeah.
So it must be satisfying that.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah.
And it's been. So tell us a bit about how the songs, where do you get the ideas for the songs from, and how does that process work in terms of writing them?
They're all different, really. Each one's come from a different place. Sometimes I'll come up with something nice on a guitar and I'll write something to it. Sometimes I'll learn how to play a song that I really like, and I'll learn to play it that well. I think I might as well just change the words and make this into a comedy song. And then, Fat Face, that I do a Faith cover, George Michael's "You Gotta Have Faith," but I do "Cause You Got a Fat Face." And
Can we hear it?
and you've heard it. I was working in an office, and a kid come past me and he went, "Cause you got a fat face," and walked off.
Literally just said that.
Yeah. And I thought, that's all right, I can just fill the gaps for that. And then No Woman, No Sky, a chap come up to me in a pub in Wednesbury. He says, "I've got one for you."
Yeah.
Bloke leaves his missus, texts her them out. No Woman, No Sky. I thought, I can just fill the gaps in on that one. That's done.
Yeah.
So I cheat is the answer, I think.
Not always.
Said I remember when I used to sit in a council flat in Wednesbury. I used to flick through 500 channels of shit while me wench would make her tea. And then she found out I'd been naughty. What a thing to do. It's not enough that you go and leave me, but you took the remote with you. No woman, no sky. No woman, no sky. No gold, no Sky Sports. 1, 2 or 3. No woman, no sky. Said I remember hunting round for days, digging down the side of the settee. No remote, no happiness. In fact, all that I could find was 2 pennies, a pen top and some spaghetti. And then I text you to see if you had got it. She just replied, "Fuck you." If I knew where you was, I'd come and grab it. 'Cause all I'm left now is Freeview, and I think it's shit. No woman, no sky. No woman, no sky. No gold, no Sky Sports. 1, 2 or 3. No woman, no sky. She fucked off with my satellite. 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 She fucked off with. No woman, no sky. See no woman. No gold, no Sky Sports. 1, 2 or 3. No woman, no sky. Sorry very much.
Has anyone got any questions at this point for Michael at the front? Hang on, let the microphone come. Oh, Eddie's. I've caught Eddie unawares. He's eating a flake, I think, at this. I've gone earlier into the crowd than we normally do. I know. So, because I can ask him anything, but we can go on all night. But I'd like to give you guys the opportunity, if there's anyone that wants to. So we've got Michael down here, Eddie, on the front row, the other side. Sorry, you're going to have to run round. Cheer him on, guys, as he comes round. Here he comes.
Come on, Ed. Come on, Ed.
Sorry, Mick. Question from Mick on the front row. I'll cut.
Is the story about the flask on the aeroplane true?
Yeah. Oh, mate, yeah. You're going to make me tell it now, aren't you? So, when I was working for TUI, I picked up a few tips about flying, right? And because I was always on my own, so because I'm tighter than cramp, so I'd normally go into the hotel and get myself some of the all-inclusive, put it in a bit of Tupperware, and I'd always take a flask of coffee, because I won't pay the money on the plane. The second thing I always do is I always get on the plane last, ask to go to the toilet, listen for everyone to sit down, and then I come out, and if there's a better seat than the one that's supposed to be mine, I'll sit in it, right? So, who's going to ask, right? So, I did my regular thing. I went in the toilet, and I sat there, and I waited for everyone to sit down. And when I felt everyone had sat down, I emerged from the toilet, and I saw where I was supposed to be sat was between two fat wenches, and I thought, nah. There's got to be something better than that. And then I clocked that the fire escape door, the extra leg room window seat was available. I thought, I'll have that. So I slipped in there, and the trolley dolly seen me do it, and she's come over and she said, look, I don't mind you sitting here. She said, but do you mind doing the emergency thing if it all goes tits up? And I had a bit of a flirt with her. I said, I'm a bit of a hero, me, actually. I've come to the right bloke, like, you know what I mean? And she said, but I'm going to have to move your bag from there because it's a fire escape. I said, no problem. And she said, no, I have to put it in the one over the other side because this one's full. I said, no problem. So she's put the bag on the other side. But somewhere between me sitting in that seat and her moving my bag into this overhead compartment, the top's come off my flask. Right? And then we had an half-hour delay while it was emptying in this overhead compartment. And then I was flicking through Facebook and that, none the wiser, and then we took off. And as the plane hit about 300 miles an hour and went like that, everyone on that side of the plane started screaming. And it was coming through every fucking light switch and vent and everything from row 12 to the back. And it was a flight into Manchester as well, so we had all these scousers in the velour tracksuits and the curlers. And, there was babbies. I'd covered fucking everybody. Right? And I don't know if you've ever been on a flight taking off when people start screaming, but that means you start screaming as well. Like, everyone was screaming, right? It was absolutely pandemonium. And then it levelled out, and the trolley dollies come out and rush to the aid of these screaming passengers. And I've seen a woman put some flowers in this overhead thing, and I'm thinking, stupid cow. I bet there's water in them flowers. My bag's up there. And then I heard the trolley dolly go, it smells like coffee. And something inside me just went bang. I thought, shit. And sure enough, she's pulled the bag out in front of the old plane and it's dripping from the bottom. And she said, is this any? But no, I had to stand up in front of everyone and go, yeah, I think that might be mine, like, do you know what I mean? So I offered to buy a drink for anyone who'd been affected by it. £137, that's £137 that round cost me. So we're trying to save a bit of money by taking a flask on. So, I just pretended to be asleep for 4 hours because I was that embarrassed. And there was a little old wench sat next to me, and about an hour into the flight, she went, are you okay? So, yeah, it was true. It was horrific. And there's nothing that can happen to me on stage that'll be any more embarrassing than that was. So, yeah, it was true.
Fantastic. Anybody else got a question in the audience? Got one over there, Eddie, please. Gentleman in the white T-shirt. Yeah, let's space them as far apart as we can, the questions. And yes, sir.
Hiya, Johnny.
Right.
I just want to know, where with your T-shirt, I think it's Boston. Do you do your merch or?
Well, do you know what, mate? I've got no clean clothes at the minute. And I haven't had for about 3 months. Since we've been on the road, I just literally grab a merch T-shirt everywhere we go. And they're all right, aren't they?
Yeah.
We've shifted a few of them.
I'd buy that, to be honest.
We've shifted a few of them.
I've got one if you want one.
Our mate Oxy's
done all the designs.
He's a comic himself, eh?
Yeah. So a lot of them are cartoony designs. That's a photograph. But yeah, we've got like Black Country Seven Dwarves and Black Country Lion King, and there's a Jonny Cole logo. So there's an online shop, so if you're interested, you can get
yourself a set, mate.
Yeah.
Get the lot.
Buy all of them. Yeah. So,
but yeah, they're good, aren't they?
Yeah, nice.
We've done really well with the merch, to be fair. It was a bit slow kind of taking off, but like we did nearly £1,000 last night in Broyley on merch. Sorry to brag, like, but that's what you could have had, Chris, you fucking wanker.
He won't let it drop.
Oh, well. I didn't even know it was coming out. But anybody else? Got one over there directly behind you, Eddie, please. Just
With the t-shirt sales, Johnny, are you
Yeah.
on the stock market?
Say again.
Are you on the stock market?
Stock market.
on the stock market. You're the bank manager, aren't you?
Yeah.
Fucking, he's not, is he? I spoke to him about 3 years ago at Katie Fitzgerald, and he said he was a bank manager. Stand up, matey, with a top knot.
He don't look like a bank manager.
Does he look like a bank manager to you?
He looks like he's just been thrown out of Ibiza.
Did you say stock market? Yeah, no, we're not on there. It's not part of our plans. Very serious question. I don't know how to make it funny, but there's no plans to float on the stock exchange. It ties in with your job as a bank manager, so I do kind of believe, bizarrely. There's a guy behind there, John Slim, I think. Hang on, sorry, there's another guy here.
You all right, Johnny?
I do, mate.
All right. 2 questions. Where do you think's the poshest part of the Black Country? Ooh. And where do you think the border finishes?
Don't get involved with that. We're politely declining the second question, thank you.
Where's the poshest place in the Black Country? Fucking hell. Well, everything's relative, eh? You know what I mean? I suppose you've got nice parts of Gornal, yeah. There's a posh end of Wednesbury. Yeah, there's definitely a posh end of Wednesbury. It's Ayfriar Park. I don't know, man. I think that the beautiful thing about the Black Country is it's a massive shithole, but it's but it's our shithole. You know what I mean? And it's got an urban, rugged beauty about it.
That's one for the tourist board. They'll be taking that tomorrow. Yeah, we won't. You don't want to answer the second one.
Well, the border, I don't know. Is the honest answer. I'm shit at geography. Like you tell me, mate. I don't know. Wolverhampton is the big arguing, stumbling block, I think, and I don't care.
My understanding is it was Wolverhampton, Walsall, West Brom and Dudley, but as I say, when we put that video out, Wolverhampton's a big grey area, apparently. I think clearly you disagree.
I think Wolves fans would say it's definitely Black Country, and people who are Wolves fans will say it, I think that's where
West Brom side, yeah, maybe, yeah.
It's not Birmingham City, is it? Who's baggies?
Huh? Who's baggies? What, in this room, or? What, you want everybody to answer?
Head count.
You put your hands up if you're baggies? Nobody. One person. Huh?
Wolves.
Well,
There we go.
West Ham.
Forever blowing bubbles. West Ham? Harlequins.
This is like Tourette's now,
Yeah,
eh?
this has descended into a look what you
Pomegranate!
started now. Was that an official question? Who's baggies? That was your question.
Are we baggies? Are you asking if we're baggies?
Oh, you're asking if he's baggies?
Who do you support?
No. Don't answer that.
Starbridge. When it comes to the football, I try to stay impotent.
We do genuinely. We get asked that a lot on the social media. We had a guy in Manchester, didn't we, who repeated when we went to do the Frog and Bucket. He was like, "I'm going to be on the front row. My baggy stop. Is he baggies? Is he baggy? Like, was it you or is he? No, it wasn't you, was it? It was. He was obsessed with it. But my advice to him has always been stay, because I just think it would just divide his fan base if they knew he was one. Or not that he is. He's Stowbridge, obviously, but. And I think we'll just leave that.
We was offered a gig at the baggies, weren't we?
Yeah, we
said no.
we got approached to do a stadium gig at the Hawthorns, which I immediately started thinking it'd be like fucking Coldplay this, and then and then she sent me a picture, and it was a small stage on the pitch with a little tent over it and about 4 people in the stand, and I was like, this isn't really for us actually. So yeah, we politely declined that, but we have been asked to do West Bromwich Albion Hawthorns, so we might do in the future. I mean, if it grows, we could do Stourbridge.
Yeah, we'll do Stourbridge.
It's the War Memorial Ground.
We'll do Stourbridge.
Yeah. Well, it's a bit close to these guys.
We will do Stourbridge.
Katrina's face, fucking hell, you are doing. No chads. John Slim at the back, you got a question?
I have our nice one, Johnny.
How are you, John?
Love it. Does that guy who inspired No Woman, No Cry actually realise that he did that on that night when you bumped into him in the pub?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah, he does. And every time I see him, I need royalties off you. Yeah. He's my mate's dad.
Could I also ask, doing the gigs around the country where you weren't sure if it would translate, have you had any uncomfortable moments, like down in Brighton or Manchester or wherever?
Nah, because I'll tell you why, mate. Everybody's... there's been a pocket of black country folk everywhere that's given me enough to kind of... Well, the first gig we did was really out of town, was Manchester, and I was shitting it. And I said to him, do you want to do half hour before me? He said, fuck off. He said, you're on your own. He said, no, I ain't going out there. I thought, shit, it's just not going to travel. It's not going to travel. It's not going to travel. And I went out and I said, I don't suppose anyone else is black country in here. And half the room went, way, Pelso, Tipton, and all these. So it made it much more comfortable for me. Other than that, I toned down the accent a little bit. I tend to say she more than her a lot. I don't say wench as often because some places find it offensive, believe it or not. But that's more about communication, and because if they can't understand the gags, it's just pointless. So I have to tone it down a little bit. But generally, it's just been, because I think a lot of it is it's a working class kind of vibe, and you get that in Manchester and you get that in Liverpool. And I was more nervous about going down south. But like I say, when Brighton worked, it was like, oh, crap, I've got no excuse now. We've got to go everywhere. But nothing awkward, mate. No, just everyone's been so friendly. I've been really lucky, mate, to be honest.
Yeah, it's been great. Something we get asked a lot on the socials, Johnny. I know we've discussed it because we've had to discuss it. Gets thrown about a lot on TikTok. You should go on Britain's Got Talent.
Never.
Should go on Britain's Got Talent. We get that repeatedly.
Fucking million years. Didn't a dancing dog win that once? Britain's Got Tossers, mate. No, I wouldn't do it. And I'll tell you for why. I've got nothing against the contestants on these programmes. I really haven't. But the machine behind these programmes, they just take everything you've got. They make what they can out of your act, and they give you absolutely nothing back. My mate Jenny Jones, you might remember Jenny. She was on the Voice, and she had a pub in Cradley, and she put on a chalkboard outside her own pub a couple of months after, as seen on the Voice tonight, Jenny Jones. And someone got in touch with her and said, you've got to take that off there. You can't use the Voice thing. Like legally, she'll get done for putting a chalkboard outside her own pub, and that's what I mean. They'll take everything you got to offer, but they give you very little back. And the only reason I'd ever go on to any of those shows would to give them both barrels face to face, and then walk off. Yeah. Because I think it's a rip-off machine. And we've had mates that have done the comedy circuit that have been on there. They're still doing the same gigs. It don't get you on, does it? Really? No. Massively.
It's a tricky one for me. I completely agree with your stance, but I do think that he could do very, very well on it as well. The same, if you think about the way the show works in terms of 2-3 minute sections for, heat, semi-final, final, the songs that you've got, you could do really, really well. But
but we're selling out nationally, right?
We don't have to do it. So it's like, and also as you say, people like Daliso Chiponda, Lost Voice guy, Steve Raw, all did fantastically well on it, but haven't been able to get anywhere near the kind of level you have.
And that though, they want to know about you and that.
Well, I've spoke to some of them who've been on it, and they've changed their sets. So, like, when you get to semi-final and final, they ask to see what you want to say, and then they'll come back and go, you should try this joke, or why don't you take that? And it just won't work with you. You can't do that with songs, can you?
And also, what's the prize to play for the royal family?
Yeah.
They can buy a fucking ticket. Rich bastards.
They can come and see you in Wolverhampton at the Civic.
And if they want that posh box, they can pay extra.
Yeah. So, but they bombard you, don't they?
Every year I'll get to.
Well, more than every year. We've had about 12 in the last from producers going, do you want to? But what decided it for me was I got exactly the same email that they'd sent you, asking me to go on there, and it was like word for word, apart from changing the name. And
just
I thought,
copied and pasted. And also, when they get in touch with me, they can see my reply from last year, which is pretty much saying I'd rather shit in my hands and clap.
I think it's not.
Just read what I said last year.
He says pretty much that is how he replied. He said, I'd rather shit in my hands and clap. And so yeah, I got exactly the same email. So now I've thrown him off the scent. You can look forward to seeing me on the next series of Britain's Got Talent, ladies and gentlemen. No, I'm only joking. But it's weird, isn't it, with the way that we've done it. You haven't needed TV, have you? Like, the world's changed really in terms of, if you go back 30 odd years ago, you'd have to be on Live at the Apollo or Mock the Week, and you'd tour off the back of that. Whereas you've just bypassed that.
Yeah.
Any interest in TV at all, or?
No, because look, the way I've said it to you, I know off stage so many times. I've already won, man. As far as I'm concerned, like, we went out. I did this for pubs to keep for a bit of beer money and just to muck about with me mates. So the fact that we've done like 31,000 tickets on this tour and it's changed my life, I can't really ask for anything more than that now. Do you know what I mean? I've already won. So anything we do now is just a bit of an adventure and a giggle, and when it's all over, I shall just disappear.
Yeah, well, to Spain probably, won't you? Spend a lot of time in Spain.
I like going where it's hot.
Yeah. And can you reveal we might be going to Australia in January and February?
Yeah, apparently so. We've got an army of yams in Australia. And so we're going to go into the Perth Fringe Festival.
Perth Fringe World, hopefully. Yeah, we're just waiting to hear back. So, and big tour extension next year, which we're currently working on. Talking to, exclusive for you guys, we're talking to the Birmingham Arenas. So the tour next year might finish at BP Resorts World or somewhere like that. So that'll be a challenge to, but that's because it was meant to finish at the Civic this year, but we're getting so many people every day come and go, I've just seen this guy, I've just discovered him, that the seaside towns keep telling, people like Devon and Cornwall, Torquay, all that kind of place, Great Yarmouth, Western-super-Mare. So we've got to try and do all those next year, because again, there's loads of Black Country people who've moved to there, and so
we're like rats, where we get everywhere.
All over the shop, yeah. There won't be many places we haven't been by the time. So he'll still be on tour with Armageddon in 2042 probably, and just with his walking stick dragging him back out. So, one story I wanted to share actually. We went to Amsterdam in February before this tour started. No, it's not that. It's not that. It's nothing to do with that. It's fine. We went to Amsterdam with our families. We went to Amsterdam before the tour started this year in March for like a weekend, and we went on one of them boat trips that you go on around the canal and stuff. And so we got a tour guide on this boat, and we got to this bridge. We're going to this bridge, and we were sitting like this, but there was a woman in between us who Jonny had taken with him. I'm saying it. And so we got this tour guide, and we were approaching this bridge, and he goes, legend has it. And that's as far as I'm going to go with the Dutch accent, because it goes into Indian after that, and I'm not going to... But he goes, legend has it, any couple that passes under this bridge will stay together forever. Right? And at this point, this woman who was sitting in between us, she puckered up and closed her eyes, waiting for a kiss from Jonny. And it was at this point that he... completely oblivious to it, he went, come over here then, Wayno, come on. And I've often wondered throughout my life, because I'm a very heterosexual man, I've often wondered what it would take for me to move over to the other side. And it turns out it's 30% of a very lucrative tour. So, so we kissed and we've been together ever since. I've never told him that. That's, that's probably going in my set. That was the response. That's good. Yeah, that's true. Though. It is a true story.
Yeah.
So, but it's been great. Has anyone got any more questions before we wrap it up? We've got one question on the front.
Did you ever go back on the radio?
I really miss the radio. Probably. Yeah, I do really miss the radio.
Minus the vodka.
Minus the vodka. Yeah, the only thing was with the radio, it was just I had to be in the same place every day at the same time. It was early starts. It was, but through the lockdown and everything, it kept me going. The radio, I was on £100 a week, and through the whole of lockdown doing the radio, and I managed to survive on that. And it's just crap money, and you always got to be in one place. So when I started doing more gigging in the evenings and late nights and stuff like that, I just couldn't keep it going, like physically. But in answer to, I'd love to do the radio again. Yeah, I miss you lot, like phoning me up every morning asking me for a bit of ABBA. All right, Johnny. All right, Bob.
He's never asked for ABBA.
No, you never asked for ABBA, did you? Yeah, we used to. Yeah, we did. Do you know what? We had some comedy gold come through. I used to have a section called Poetry Corner, and I'd put out the 2 first lines of a limerick and invite the listeners to finish it off, right? And the best one we had, I think, was yours, and I said, there was a woman from Cradley Heath who went to the dentist with her teeth, right? And I think it was either you or one of the, I can't remember, but someone came in and said, there was a woman from Cradley Heath who went to the dentist with her teeth, but in a fit of depravity, he filled the wrong cavity, and now he's got a son called Keith. Genius.
I don't think we're going to top that, so I think we'll wrap it up there. Thank you. It's been an absolute pleasure. 2 great shows today, and I'm really proud of you as much as anything else, because we've been on the journey for a long time, and long may it continue. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Mr. Jonny Cole.
We really hope you enjoyed it. Please help us to spread the word and tell your friends about it. If you'd like to be in the studio audience for a future show, you can book tickets at www.funnybusiness.co.uk/livepod. That's funnybusiness.co.uk/livepod. Why should you be in the audience instead of watching it on here? I hear you say. Well, just have a listen to this.
Well, can't make the podcast.
No.
I mean, it really can't make the podcast.
Okay.
Yeah, this can't make the podcast, but...
We won't have anything to put into this.
And do you know what? Now that I've said that, this doesn't make the podcast.
So as you can imagine, there's loads that we say on that stage that doesn't get anywhere near the podcast, so it is really worth your while coming along and seeing it live. So for the last time, if you do want to book tickets to come and see us and come and join us on It's a Funny Business and experience it live as it's happening, get your tickets at funnybusiness.co.uk/livepod. Thanks again for joining us, and we hope to see you again soon. Cheers. See you later.